Hi, this is Miss Darty, and I want to show you how to use Noodle Tools Express, which is a version of Noodle Tools where you don't have to log in. It's good if you just need a few citations and you don't need to create a major project in your Noodle Tools. So you don't have to log in. What you'll do is you'll create the citations as you go, copy and paste them, and you're done. If you decide you want to use your full Noodle Tools account, you can get there from this page. But I'm just going to show you how to use this for now. First thing you want to do is select the style. We're using MLA, and that's what you'll be using most of the time for your assignments in middle school. So you want to pick MLA, and then when you get in there, you'll have to select a citation type, just like you do in regular Noodle Tools. The most commonly cited types of sources are at the top. You won't be using this for databases really because you'll copy and paste those straight from the database. So if you have a print book, you might use this. If you have a print, probably won't be using print journals, but print magazine, newspaper, a reference source like an encyclopedia, a dictionary that's in print, and then a website. That's what I would say you'll use this for most of the time. I'm just going to show you the form for a book. If it were a print book, you would just click Create Citation. And then remember when you're citing a book or anything that you cite in Noodle Tools or anything that you cite on any form, you only fill in what you can find. If, for example, it's an encyclopedia and there is no author, you'll leave this blank. You'll always have the title of the book, and you'll almost always have the publisher of the year and publication city unless it's a major city like New York. But don't worry about that right now. You want to print. Just remember to fill in everything you can on this and go box by box right down looking for it. I'm going to cancel this. And then I'm going to go into Cite A, select a citation type. I'm going to show you how to do a website. So we're going to create a citation. It may be a web page. A lot of times what you'll be looking at is a web page, which is just one page in a major website. And it has a title and an article, and it's pretty clear it's one page. But you also might be citing a photo or an image, or a map or a chart, or an interview, or a cartoon, or a work of visual art like a painting. So you can go down here and see if it's not just a web page with just an article on it, you might want to take a look down here and see which ones of these fits. Don't worry about archives, just keep it simple and select photo or image born digital, map or chart born digital. If you want to get into archives and things like that, it's probably a good idea you can try it out, but you might want to see me if you need help with that. So I'm going to go ahead and just do web page for this one though, because that's what I have. So the first thing we need is the URL, and as any form with Noodle Tools, go box by box. Don't skip around because it's easy to forget to go back. So first thing I'm going to do is go look for the URL. The URL is the address, which you find right at the top. That's not a citation, that's just one part of a citation, the URL. So I'm copying the URL. Command C works on a Mac. I'm going to go back to my Noodle Tools and Command V. Command C to copy, Command V to paste. The date of publication is the day it was put online, posted, updated, published. Now, usually you'll find that for the web page right around the title of the article. So I don't see a date anywhere right around the title. I do see an author, though, which I'll need, so I'll come back to that. And then right at the bottom, sometimes you'll see it right at the bottom of the article. But I got all the way to the end of this web page, and there's no date. Then I see some other articles, so that's the end of the article, so I'm not going to go below that. So I'm going to leave that blank because they didn't give me a date. The most recent date of access is the day you looked at it. I'm going to click today. So if you do it as you go, you just have to click today, and that's easy. Now, the next thing I want to do is look at the web page itself and get the information about the page. The page is the article that you find, or it's just that one page you're looking at. So this web page is just this page. There's lots of other pages on the website. So the author is the first thing we want. So I'm going to go back again and show you. So contributors, the role, usually you're looking for an author's name. So we're going to click author. Now I'm going to go back and find the author's name. I know I saw it. So her name is Nancy Eldridge. I'm going to Command C, her name, and then put it in first name, Command V. But one thing to keep in mind is that we need to put them in the right boxes. That's how it sets up. So I pasted both there, but I'm going to move the last name and put it under last name. And I just did Command X to cut it and Command V to paste it in the right box. The next thing we need to look for is the web page or document article title. If there is no title, you'll have to describe it, but most web pages will have a title. Maybe if it's an image, you may have a title. If not, you'll have to describe it. So the title of this article is Who Are the Wampanoag? And you see the tab up here. See how it says Who Are? And then when I hover over it, the title pops up. So very often, the title of the article will also be found in the tab. So if you're not sure, match those up. I'm going to go ahead and copy the title of the article, highlight it. It's great if you can copy. Sometimes you can't, you'll have to type it. But copy and paste as much as you can when you're doing citations, because that way you won't make mistakes. I'm going to go ahead and paste it. Now, when you get a little pop-up in the red squiggly underline, it means they've detected what might be an error. So they gave me a suggestion. The first letter of the word R should most likely be capitalized. On the web, people don't always use proper punctuation and capitalization rules and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. English translation of document article title we do not need. It's not a translation. Now, I'm on the website section. Remember, don't skip the middle part. A lot of students skip this part. It's really important to do the page and then the website. The website is it's sort of like if you have a book and you have lots of pages and chapters in a book. The web page is like the chapter or the page. The book is the title of the whole book and all the pages are in it. So the name of the website is usually found at the top. Plymouth Plantation, now I know that's a really reliable website. It's a museum. And see how I hover over it and I see home. Another thing to check is the URL. If you don't have a page like that, that's a logo at the top that goes to the home page, you can take off everything to the beginning. So now it takes me to the home page, plymouth.org, Plymouth Plantation. I see it all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and put Plymouth Plantation in. The publisher, you'll look for a copyright symbol, which is a C with a circle around it. And sometimes you'll have a year span like that. Sometimes it won't. But copyright 2003 to 2018, Plymouth Plantation, all rights reserved. You may see just all rights reserved. You may see trademark. You may see other kinds of things, but usually at the bottom of the page. If not, you can look for About Us, links. But the publisher, you can leave that blank if the publisher's name is the same as the site, which it is, Plymouth Plantation. So I don't need to put that again. Contributors to the site as a whole, I'm going to say most of the time, just don't worry about that. Okay, same thing with addition, version, and revision. Keep it simple. We're going to save it. And here is my citation. It's all done. You copy and paste that. You'll just highlight it, copy and paste it into wherever you're keeping your list of works cited. So that's how you use Noodle Tools Express to create citations, especially website citations. Good luck and let me know if you have any questions.